Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Loblocke. Today, the plan is to get through at least a few of the core suppressions. Probably not all of them, but we'll see how many we get through. First of all, though, I moved Joshua from training to disciplinary, and we're going to add one more person in disciplinary, and one more person in Central Command 2. I think that's a good idea. Actually, now that it's a lot cheaper, I think we're going to add so that we have 3 people in total here. So, 1 here, 2 here, and 1 in disciplinary. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And secondly, I'm really sorry, I know you want Magic Bullet, but we saw from the last time I cannot be trusted. And I am going to make mistakes. So I can't let you have it. It's going to mess something up. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to have a different cool weapon. So yes, let us return our attention to the wheel. We have Evgeny. And the next one for Central Command. That's Daphne, just about. Just about. And the 2 more people, both for Central Command as well. Oliver. And the last one. Storm. Alright. Let me find all those, and I'll add them in, and I'll be right back. We have all of them. I've already placed them and given them E.G.O, but let's go over each one individually. Evgeny by Chimichanga A. Their backstory is as follows. Probably something along the lines of being a veteran from the Smoke War, most likely being a strategist of some sort for any of the participating groups. After the war's end, she was denied her corresponding compensation, being left with not many options aside from becoming a fixer or applying for the new L Corp, choosing the latter due to the higher pay and her previous experiences collaborating with the Wing during the conflict. She likes using white E.G.O, white damage E.G.O, so I've given her the gun since, well, I'm not going to give her the WoW E.G.O yet because that's reserved for level 5s for now. Then we have Storm. Storm was created by Boris Thumb. He's a low-life thug, being in a syndicate most of his life. He believes that might is right and is fascinated by the religious abnormalities. He's a difficult person, but very strong in combat. And, of course, the only religious abnormality we have is one sin. But since the armor sucks, I'm not going to give that to you because I want you to survive. Believe it or not. Then we have Daphne, who was created by Dark and Dry 1468. She was a K-Corp scientist who transferred to the Lobotomy Corp facility. Oliver, created by Real Zombie Ninja. No lore here, but they are happy to have their character added to the Loblocke. Now, I'm going to make sure that most of you survive. Hopefully. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be a lot more careful than last time, at least. But let's just get through the memory repository day, and then let's get on with one of the core suppressions. So, I'll probably skip through most of this day unless anything interesting happens. So, be ready for time skip. Okay, something interesting could have happened, but Snow White's apple decided to be nice today. Not that we couldn't have dealt with it, but I'd always rather not deal with it than even have the chance of having to deal with it. Yeah, no issue. As expected. Of course. I mean, Black is slightly pissed, but we can fix that later. If anything, we can just make Scarecrow break out. Because... fuck Scarecrow, am I right? Let's do that, actually, yeah. And you no longer have magic bullets, so we don't have to worry about it. Again, sorry, I know Snake would like to have magic bullets, but I am going to forget and people are going to die because of it, and I don't want that to happen. It almost happened last time, and it did happen last time. And it almost happened way worse last time, as some of you pointed out. Man, it really loves giving me noon. It really does. Jesus. Like, come on. I mean, I am just gonna end the day. We don't need to drag this out. And there we go, onto the core suppressions. Very good. Few promotions. Rika is finally above level 3. Basil, look at you. I love Dreaming Current. This is a really weird thing. Dreaming Current is probably one of my favorite abnormalities. I know that's a rare pick, but I really love the story and everything behind it. I would love this curse like a blessing. Oh, that would be funny. Even if this turns out to be a curse. Which one is that again? I guess we'll find out. Okay. Let's see which one we get. As it were. Yes! God, I've been getting lucky. Like I said, I really love Dreaming Current. I really love Dreaming Current. It's good to have a few more WOBs as well. In our world, the mind has lost everything. Its weight, its significance. Now it is nothing. Everything advances, but the human mind is simply too slow and placid to catch up. All that remains are the 26 singularities and those who are tied to them. Humankind had deserted its former beliefs. It now has little respect for the various pillars that had supported us. These days, no one ever dreams. Nobody ever earnestly believes in something or wishes for anything. The belief once strong within a certain woman is now obsolete and worthless, abandoned like an old music box. Everything has gone quiet, as if nothing had happened in the first place. However, A couldn't stand that despicable silence. So what do you think happened to him? On a bright sunny day with clear skies, he died. I was both the first witness of his death and one of the culprits in his murder. However, A has always existed here, watching you ever since you stepped inside. Sometimes the Sephira would ask me this. Why do we have to bear this pain? A machine should only exist as a tool for its specified work. Why do we have to know the cold agony of loss, the insidious poison of obsession, the soft light of wishing, the unbearable pain of despair, then the hope to embrace it all with open arms? I thought I could answer anything, but not even I could answer that particular question. A machine must behave as a machine. That phrase was something A told me often. Perhaps A, the one who would know better than anybody about this fact, made us like this because it's all a stage play. No, a puppet show for him. You seem to have no idea. Well, of course, there's no way for you to know. But now it is time for you to know the answer. It's something I've always done. First as a hope, second through agony, third in pain, fourth for anxiety, fifth out of distrust. Now nothing remains. Commencing memory synchronization. Gebura! What? Who are you? I'm the manager. You're the new manager? Sorry, you don't look anything like one. The other departments may kiss your ass while you walk around with an air of arrogance as the manager. But here, that pompous attitude will knot itself into your noose. Well, seeing that you've at least made it here, I guess you won't be a complete deadweight. I'm Gebura, head of Disciplinary. We're the best department when it comes to combat out of all of the teams. We have no need for cowards. You want to know what kind of person I hate the most? Those crybabies who constantly whine about abnormalities, or employees being pitiful things, how they don't want to see anything die. It's the exact same as a soldier refusing to kill in the heat of a battlefield. As long as you're not one of those annoyances, then we should get along just fine. You really seem to hate cowards. Shouldn't it be obvious they're a hindrance? Let me ask you this. What do you think abnormalities are? Holy entities, poor defenseless creatures caged underground, precious beings that make energy for us? Totally wrong. They're none of that. Abnormalities can be damaged but never destroyed. At the very least, they seem to feel pain. Let's make their unending lives as painful as possible. Suppress 5 abnormalities of risk level T or lower. I can do that. Don't worry about it, baby. It would be good to get Hased's missions, because dealing with time is kind of fucky. Really, I only want this player right now for the execution bullets. That's the most important part. So yeah, let's do that. Designating all employees. See, I think I might move Joshua over there, actually. Evgeny can handle Disciplinary on their own, I think. Okay, I've decided what we're gonna do. I need the execution bullets, so I'm going to focus on getting those first, and then we'll deal with the core suppressions. So let's do that. We have Dreaming Current right here, my favorite. So we should probably get that mission over with early, actually, now that I think about it. So let's bully Forsaken Murderer. I want everyone for this. Hey now, you're doing too well. There we go. Very good. And he is dead. Actually, let's bully Scarecrow for the last one. Just because I feel like it. He deserves it, I think. Here comes this kill squad. Very good, Oliver. Let him out. Let him have it. Beat the fuck out of him. Hell yeah. Okay, the purpose of pain has been cleared. It is really that easy. And now we just finished the day. Like normal. Stupid. Can't hit me through my shield, stupid. You're big time dead. Wonderful. We're gonna try to do as little grinding as possible because we're just gonna have to memory reset a repository anyway. So there's no point in like investing. This is gonna have to be our first like big memory repository. Which means we're unfortunately gonna have to say goodbye to Dreaming Current. It's a sad day indeed. And we're putting ourselves at risk of getting worse abnormalities. But that's what we have to do. That's the price we must pay. What the fuck? Why are you all of you in there? Why are you all just hanging out? I would really like to get at least one armor from Dreaming Current, because having a WoW armor that's resistant to everything, except Pale, obviously, would be nice. That's one piece of armor. Let's try to go for as many as we can, though. Okay. There we go, then. This also won't matter, but I'm gonna I'm gonna do the roulette anyway. Let's see what we got, though. Someone disengage, bring ruin, the most powerful performance. Now it doesn't really matter. Okay, from break and ruin. Well, I think I would have memory repositoried here anyway. I don't really want to deal with that, TBH. Yeah, I'll read the story, though. Hey, are you listening to me? I yearn to help people. No, becoming a wing is not my goal. Well, everyone says that, but let me put it this way. What use are wings if you can't fly? What if we could reach the sky without wings? What I mean is, if we grow the stalk straight up like a tree, we could reach the sky for sure, even if it would be a slow climb. Can you feel it? The sunlight here is very warm. Sometimes I dream about photosynthesis, lying down comfortably with my eyes closed, just soaking it up. So, what's on your mind? The air feels sweeter than usual, doesn't it? Now, if you don't mind, can I have a moment to drink some coffee, manager? Ah, that's much better. I just can't start my day without a fresh cup of coffee in the morning. I hope you're not offended by the way I talk to you, are you? My name's Hassad. I'm the head of the welfare department. The welfare team is quite remarkable. I'm proud to state that my team has the highest level of satisfaction in the entire corporation. Lady Angela's told me to cooperate with you for now. Well, I am the kind of person who can flow with anyone, but playing silly games with the manager is too much pressure. Even for me. But orders are orders, so I've got no choice, do I? Well, I'll be off now. My cup's getting cold. Mr. Hassad, sir? I have something important to tell you. Please, go on. Well, I didn't polish the E.G.O thoroughly enough, so some of them appear to be malfunctioning right now. I think we'll have to run some extra diagnostics. I'm so sorry, Hassad, sir. Ah, that's quite alright. Must have been pretty tiring to do E.G.O maintenance on top of all the work you already have, no? Mr. Hassad, sir. I'll go check it myself. You've done well enough to find out about the problem now. There's so many things to mind here. It'd take quite a bit out of someone to constantly pay attention to every little detail like that. Oh my, thank you so much, sir. Of course. Let's make the best of today, as always. The way I handled that was quite different from what you've seen out of the others, wasn't it? Yeah, Lady Angela wouldn't have gone as easy on that at all like I did. These employees will be goners soon enough, so what's the point in investing so much effort scolding and lambasting them over the tiny little mishaps? Well, shucks. My coffee's gone cold. Too bad. Lukewarm coffee just isn't worth it. Best to pour it down the drain with no hesitation. Finish the day with the allotted time limit. Yep. Employee execution bullets. Those are going to be incredibly important. So let me remember Evgeny, Storm, Oliver, and Daphne. I'll have to bring you all back. Rewind to memory repository. Yes. Joshua, you get to have this now, because I feel like that's in character for you. I'll have to fix up all of the E.G.O and stuff, but let me real quick recreate the two of them. The four of them, I mean. And Oliver gets to return with a completely new look, because Oliver was randomized. This is our new Oliver. The other ones, though, those were specified. This is also kind of good, because I realized I'd looked at the wrong description. The wrong description for Evgeny. So let me correct that. And they're all back. Better than ever. I'll once again get through this day. And if nothing interesting happens, you'll probably just see me skip through to the end of it. We do have execution bullets now, which are going to be very useful. And we'll probably fully expand Gebura so we don't have to split our attention. Alright, if nothing interesting happens, I'll see you guys at the end of this day. So I realized just now that I've not been recording audio, so that kind of sucks, but I don't want to redo everything, so that really sucks. I don't know how long I've not been recording. Probably since before I started this core suppression. Anyway, what I've been saying is this core suppression is the easiest one. I think, personally, you heal on every meltdown, so it's not really a challenge as long as you don't overwork people and send them in when they can't. Also, it's good that we're getting more WAVs. Sorry. I turned off my microphone while I was waiting, while I was doing the last day, and I guess I forgot to turn it back on. But we're gonna finish up this day anyway. Oh yeah, and this is my favorite core suppression music. I wanted to add that as well. Hopefully it was only this day. I think it was only this day. Anyway, the day really has been going easily. We got purple noon, we got purple the first one. It's been really easy. And we're almost done. So we can kind of just work on safe abnormalities now. Without any issues. Oh yeah, about the wolf. We got the wolf. Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with the fact that we got the wolf. As long as we don't get Little Red. Partially, I just don't want Little Red because she breaks out when abnormalities escape, and, you know, that kind of sucks. Almost forgot about you. As always, Scarecrow is a joke. Okay, lesson learned, never turn off your microphone ever. That's the lesson I'm taking from this. It feels really weird to have it. Oh, oh yeah, I made a joke about this. The canon disciplinary team Abnos. Well, Cheers and the Wolf. The classic duo. And there we go. It is done. I stopped breathing, but life still calls out to me yet again. It sure does, buddy. You're not getting away from life that easily. Ooh, some good promotions, though. Now, what is our third abnormality? Don't look away. All that remains is the hollowed pride. Now you go. Could you not? Could you not give me that one, please? Okay. Okay. Very nice. Lovely. Awesome. I like you. More wobs. Even more wobs. Can always do with more wobs. Wows. Sorry, I've been saying that wrong. Carmen was here. She'd laughed so hard at seeing the two of us talking like this. I mean, we've never really talked to each other. After all, I was here because I trusted Carmen, not you. I hope this will bring Carmen back to life. We couldn't save her. It was the result that I had been expecting since the very start. I couldn't answer his last words because I didn't want to desolate the only hope he had left. That was my selfishness, believing that he would be at least happy in a fleeting dream he could not wake from, lying in restless sleep. So, I totally failed on that enkephalon experiment of mine, seeing that I'm facing you right now. I'll have to check out another way next time. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. Don't peep a word of this to Miss Angela or the other Sephora. They'd have a fucking field day. I heard treatment is needed for a while because my parts were full of enkephalon. It'll probably be tough. A bit painful, too. To be honest, I didn't want to wake up ever again. It's been a while since I've had such a long sleep. Somewhere deep in my flickering consciousness, someone called out to me. That familiar yet unfamiliar voice said this. No, you cannot. Here, you must ask my permission for anything, even for death. And then you saved me. Opened my eyes once again to hear where we stand, sadly. This place will never be safe. It's impossible, even if everyone tries. There is something to get out of all of this. It's to try and live. Even though life is full of pain, if I have to find and hold on to even the tiniest speck of possibility, if that's what you and that voice wished for, I can't help but give it a shot. I can't help but give a shot at living up to your hopes, now can I? From the get-go, I had no respect for you. You know that? For the first time, I think that maybe it was me who called you. You came to ruin me, but also to save me. I think we're both in a similar situation. We were both caught up in the karma of the past. I'm not the one who has changed. It's you, miniature. You're the one who's finally starting to see clearly. The fearlessness to keep on living. We present germination of the seed of light. Well, that task I gave you was pretty easy, don't you think? Though, a couple of times you were too indecisive and passive. Really, I think I killed that Forsaken Murderer 5 times very well. Next time you should. Gebura, about the suppression plan you sent me, don't you think the scale is a tad bit too grand? Alright, now move along if you've spat out what you needed to. Come on, you know a similar incident happened before. I'm the head of the welfare team after all, so I just felt I should point it out. Yeah, got it. How about you head on back to your department now, and lap up that coffee you love so much. And another thing, some of the E.G.O in my department seems to be malfunctioning. I'm sure you had nothing to do with it, right? Although your recent suppression was strangely quick. I'll be sure to make it up to you. But if you press any further on this, those E.G.O you value so much may be pointed at your head. Aye, I'll be on my way then. Why'd I have to draw the short end of the stick? The companions I have are either a hot-headed warmonger or some weird kids with unreadable minds. It's been a while since I came down to the middle layer. Long time no see, I said. Uh-huh. Are you here to see Gebura? Careful what you say. You may just end up with a hole in your head. Take care. Is that true, Gebura? Oh, get lost, I said. Odd. What brings you here? So, it's about the suggestions you made involving the abnormality retraining. I feel it needs some adjusting. Go on. Well, if we were to engage in a head-on assault like you suggested, our employees would suffer heavy casualties around this section. I believe if we changed the training plan like so to a more defensive stance here, the casualties would be lower. Does it seem alright? But then... Huh? Aren't we being too nice to those abnormalities with this kind of response? I'm sorry, but I don't understand. Forget it. Since you're the head of the training team, your opinion is final, right? I am. Well, as long as you're willing to. Do it. Oh, thank you. See you later. Odd. Yes? You forgot your report. I could have lost it. I thought you were going to shoot me in the head like Hased said. Thanks again. I forgot how casually she mentions that. That's too soft. If I were the head of the training team, I'd never act like her. Suppress 5. Wow, abnormalities. Okay. We will do that. However, we currently have more important things to do. And that involves doing the next core suppression. Lovely, isn't it? Yo, look at that. Basil's level 5. So what is the next easiest one? Probably information team. Control team is just like messy. And I don't like it very much. Let's do information. I want to send the Sierra down there, actually. Yeah. An error with the information and camera system is detected. Yep. No problem, though. Okay. This is gonna look great on video, by the way. This impenetrable darkness is inexplicably lonely. You're a tree. What was I really looking at all this time? Once again, we're gonna kill people. We're gonna kill some clerks because... Army in black, baby. Gotta love them. Kill them all. Let's be careful about this, of course. But since it is only the camera system, if you know what you're doing, again, not a problem. Cobalt scarves. Can't wait to have those. Also, this looks bad right now. If you haven't seen this before, let me tell you, it gets worse. It gets a lot worse than this. And it's not pretty. Okay, do you heal in the hallway? I feel like that... Yes, you do. Oh, wonderful. It's great to have healing everywhere. I mean, I know the healing isn't as powerful as in the main room, but healing is healing. Okay, we're gonna ignore you for today if we can. I'd rather deal with you on a day where we don't have to worry about anything. Since I've done so much grinding now, I kind of know what's what. Oh, I love grainy. Yeah, you can tell. You can see how this is going to be horrible to look at. And the bitrate's also going to be great. Is anything else melting down? Was that just 2? Okay, I thought you were panicking. You're on your way. See, it really is hard to tell what's happening. Okay, green dawn. Not because I can read that, but because I know it's the first color that's showing up today. Oh, I know I said I like net sex, but god, yes, odds is also so good. Fuck, it's good. Yes. So retro. I'm not gonna experiment, just do what I know works. That's the best way to go about this. Simply do what I know works. To tell you the truth, it's just that I did not want to witness any more death. You and me both. You and me both, Yazad. Old pal. We're gonna need to start getting more Alephi's soon, which is a horrifying thought. But we're also getting stronger, so it's something we should be able to deal with now. I'm glad we're not getting the clowns. At least not on this first one, because spotting them is horrible with this filter on. Pixelated. So retro. I love Pixel. Feels like a lot less than I remember there usually being. Oh. That's because there's one there. Sorry, people. You must die. For the greater good. Green noon! You gotta be kidding me. Oh wait, there's still one roaming about. Yo, don't try, you don't think you can hide from me, Buster. Okay, let's get the people who are weak to red damage. Green noon immediately. Yeah. We're just gonna kill. We're just gonna kill people. So army doesn't get mad. This is a classic. This is a classic strategy. Classic foolproof strategy. Is to just murder. It's legitimately to just kill. And then we'll just gather everyone. There shouldn't be enough clerks for you to get mad. And I think it's true this time when I say that. And if not, I do have some bullets to kill off the last ones if you start getting pissed off. Go gather in Yazad's treehouse, I think. And you guys stay safe. Because you can't handle the green noon. I don't want you to die. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah. So, you know how I said that it's gonna get worse? Well, it just got worse. Where even are they? There's one down there, two down there, several down here, I would assume. Yeah. Honestly, let's just not risk it. Don't risk it for the biscuit. I don't want you getting pissed. Okay, that's one. Now the next one. Okay. Ah. Well. I didn't see one got down there. Fuck. Should have kept an eye on them. Okay, it happens. I think that might be our only casualty. Okay, stay here and heal up. Are there even employees left down here? Singular one. Okay. Now there's nobody left to kill. You guys are healed. Really hate how this looks. It's another one. Another one down. Now it's just all of these down here. Yeah, rest in peace. You had a good run. Now where's the last one? Actually, where are you? There you are. Yep. Kill him. That was not the last one. Where the fuck is the last one? Down there? What the hell? Go kill him. Murder squad of ants. We did it. It has been achieved. Everyone go home. Only one death. And we're very close. I think the next one is the last meltdown, or is it? Actually, I'm not sure. I'll just continue doing what I know works, as I always do, and that'll be that. Okay, that was not the last meltdown. Next one is the last meltdown. It seems like only easy Abnos are melting down. You can take a look at the book. That's fine. I just don't want to touch you yet. We're gonna lose a very tiny bit of energy. God, I keep seeing dead and I forget that you died. And I'm like, wait, somebody died? What the hell? This is, in my opinion, one of those reasons that it's just like... Yeah, Lobotomy Corporation isn't the best game to watch sometimes. Because of shit like this, where they just say fuck you to being able to see anything. So I'm trying to be as entertaining as possible, and I hope it's working. And I'm probably making up for the fact that my microphone was off. Ta-da! It is done, so I was the one who couldn't see a single step ahead. One death. Some things have gone up, I can't really see. Oh, good. Let's get our last item. Oh! Please! Won't you be so kind as to give me the backwards clock? That would be very generous of you. Oh, baby! Yes! Yes! Is your future totally grim? Have you hit absolute rock bottom? Not a single way out in sight? I heard about Elijah. I'm sorry. I guess now everyone should know that there are consequences to forcibly entering a laboratory with restricted access. Also, you are very careless not to put the supply room key back in its proper place. You may think I am being too strict, but I can't help it. I'm not saying anything false. We should set up a time for when keys must be returned to prevent people like you from causing this again. I wore this to prevent chemicals from splashing on my body. Don't worry, I'm just a little tired. No need to show concern. I'll go prepare for the upcoming experiment. Wounds have a way of revealing themselves, even for those who wish to keep them concealed. For Gabriel, it was the change in his clothes. Maybe it was easier on his mind to conclude that Elijah's death was caused by a violation of the rules. He tried harder to stick to his principles. He tried to maintain his objectivity. But perhaps his excessive rationalities would destroy him. His earnest hope to not see anyone else die couldn't reach me. No, there is no point in lying anymore. I pretended that I didn't hear his desperate cry. There's no need to ask if I'm doing all right. I heard about what you and I did yesterday. I felt like it was the first time I lost myself. It was not quite pleasant, but it was not as terrible as I expected it to be either. Rather, I feel relieved. Not to say that all the hatred that surrounds me has completely washed away. I'll still see that rotting hallucination, and sometimes I'll feel disgusted and have an unbearable anger towards you. However, if there is one aspect that has changed, it's that I can be in as much despair as I want to now. Someday, a hope will painfully grow out of the rotten wound. What you gave to us was a seed of hope. It seems that you're also on the way to embracing your painful past. It's always the beginning that's difficult. And your outfit still isn't up to the company standard. I suppose I should seriously consider having penalty points apply even to the manager. The rationality to maintain discretion. 30% germination of the seed of light. Are you hoping to turn back time for the things you've longed for? After all this, even if you turn back the clock, do you really think your regrets can be so easily washed away as if nothing happened? Oh, to work in an experiment with my favorite junior, I feel unstoppable, like a tiger given wings. Don't be so humble. You could have gone to any wing you wanted. But you still chose to come here. Is it because of your trust in me? Just you wait. I'll make sure you won't regret your decision. Look at this. Everyone's subconscious leads straight to death. Everyone's forcibly locking away their own light and potential. And here, this is the treatment I've told you about. The treatment for the soul. Trust me, we've made a worthy first step. People will gather around us soon enough. I sincerely welcome you to this place.
To Lobotomy Corporation!
I think that might be where I end it for today. We got 2 suppressions done, which is great. 25% increase in unique PE box gain from Abnormalities. Wonderful. Let's move everyone back really quickly. And then, yeah, we got a loss in Central Command 1. Unfortunately. Next time we do the last suppression, and then we focus on finishing up welfare. And we'll probably be able to do Tiferet. Possibly. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next Loblocke video. Until then.